Hey there. In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to detect a winner of the race. So I'm going to do this in the My World class, and in these games, you can generally there's multiple places you can opt to put code for some functionality in the game. In general, for the logic of the game, I'm going to try to keep it all over in the My World class so that I don't have to duplicate it anywhere, and I know exactly where the logic is going to be. So now I'm to the point where I need to stop the game or stop a race, I should say, when somebody has won. So I'm simply going to go over into my world, into the act method, and I'm going to check what the x coordinates are of R plane and B plane and see if they've reached, I'm going to say 100 pixels from the right edge of the screen. So I'm going to say if R plane dot get x is greater than, so that's the x coordinate. So remember, the left edge of the screen has an x coordinate of 0. The right edge of the screen has a coordinate of get width, how many pixels wide the screen is. So I'm going to say if rplane.getx greater than equal to, let's see, get width, which is the width of the screen, minus 100. And then now it's entirely possible. It's not real likely that you're going to have a tie, but it is possible. So let me say if rplane.getx greater than equal to getWidth and bplane.getx greater than equal to getWidth minus 100. Then I'm going to say game state equals finished. Okay, and now I'm going to detect, if that isn't true, well, maybe only R plane equal to get width. Maybe only R plane has reached the other side of the screen. Or maybe only B plane okay, so this is going to stop both players from moving because game state will now have a value of finished. And over there in the blue airplane class and later in the red airplane class, we're going to see that it says if world.gamestate.equals running. So all of the moving code is when the game state is set to be running. Once one player reaches the other side of the screen, we set game state to be finished. And I seem to be in the mood of not being able to type. Okay, I think that's it. So now I'm going to go back to blue airplane again. And so in general, when you're play testing your game, you don't want to have to go through the entire game to get to the point where you want to test it. So what you do is you make your game ridiculously easy to play so that it ends quickly. And to do that, I'm going to, instead of just saying move 5 down here, I'm going to make a variable called move distance. And I'm going to put it in all caps because that signals the fact that it is a constant. And I'm going to assign it 100. Okay, now I'm going to go down to line 29 here. Actually, I'm sorry, line 31 here. And instead of move 5, I'm going to say move distance. That way, I can easily when I'm looking up the top of my class, I can tell, oh, that's what I changed to make the player move farther for each key press. So let's see if this works now. So I'm going to start the game running. I'm going to press the S key. And sure enough, I'm going 100 pixels every time I press the key. Once I get towards the end, yep, there we go. The plane can no longer move. Alright, so my plane is like longer than 100 pixels. So if I don't want the plane to go completely off the screen, since the location, the coordinates of a sprite in Greenfoot are considered to be its very center, that's why my plane's going off the screen. So I'm gonna go and change that to where it detects a move, so that this is 150 instead. And let's run it now, and maybe, yeah, that's probably good. Okay. Alright, now you may say, oh, well, you haven't really done anything for the red airplane. That is correct, I haven't. And in this case, pretty much the red airplane's code is exactly like the blue airplane's code. Now, we could have gotten by with a single class, but because it's the first time you're doing a Greenfoot game, I didn't want to confuse anyone. So the way I'm setting this up, we basically have identical code except for the blue airplane and the red airplane are going to have different key presses. So while I'm doing this, let me also say private string, and then I'm going to say key to press for move equals, and then A. And that way, and then I'm going to go down here and say key to press for move. And so now I can easily change it up here at the top. And if I want to change which key I'm using, I can just quickly see up at the top, I can change it. Alright, so now I'm going to copy and paste all of the source code for red airplane into for blue airplane into the red airplane class, and just change the key that I press to move the red airplane. So I'm going to make that be L. I need to change this to red airplane. Okay, so now I should have, that needs to be lowercase l, not uppercase L. There we go. Okay, so now I should have a working game. So right now I set run, nothing's happening because I haven't pressed S yet. I press S now. Let's see, maybe I didn't. Do I have caps lock on? Let me pause this for a second. Okay, I'm back. Did you pick up what the problem is? Yes. The problem is if I put multiple problems. First of all, key to press for move is a variable name. It's not a string value. So I need to put the variable there, and then I also need to put key to press for move, key to press for move. Okay, and then I need to also put that in the red airplanes class. So let me go to the red airplane and fix that problem. this should not be a string. It's the name of the variable itself. And then I'm going to... So you may say, how can we get by using the same variable names? Well, we can because these variables are private, meaning you can only access them from within the class where they are defined. Oh yeah, and I need to get rid of that extra parenthesis. Let me go back to... okay, so let's try it now. Okay, press start. There we go. I have my full race. And once somebody wins, no, the players cannot move again. They're frozen.